just did 23 minutes of HIIT. What I typically do is I'll listen to music and I'll go on the chorus. That way I don't really look at the watch, I don't look at anything, I just focus on the music and go. My goal was to reach 150 calories. I'm at 156, and that was for 157 for 24 minutes. I only aim to do 20 minutes, but I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and get to the 150, which I did. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my run. And the purpose of this video is to show you guys how many calories I burned. So welcome to the video. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's get this run. It's a little misty today. Okay, so the goal is only 20 minutes. I'm not allowed to do more than that. So I'm just gonna go down the road. For your purposes, it's just gonna be down, like just right and up a little bit. Okay, so I'll see you guys. Alright guys, just got back from that run. That was 20 minutes. I literally stopped it at 20 minutes because PJ doesn't want me to do more than that. So I'm like, okay, let's listen. So for the totality of that workout, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a screenshot of this and show you guys after. It was, for the bike and the run, it was 44 minutes total. I burned a total of active calories of 375. My total calories were 428. The mile run was 2 miles in 44 minutes, average pace of 8:14, which is pretty good for me. And then the active calories on that was 216. Heart rate was at 167, that's awesome. And then my indoor cycle, I did 24 minutes, 158 active calories, and then my total calories were 187. So let's tally those up. And as of now, I have 417 active calories burnt right now.
Not too shabby before noon.
It's not too shabby, not too shabby. And one of the things about, it's noon, so I put this on at 11 a.m. So it's only been an hour since I've been wearing the watch. One of the things too is like this watch for the active calories, it also does count walking without tracking it. So if I decided to just walk back and forth or just do some air squats, it's gonna count that up. So there's active calories and total calories. The total calories are, I believe it also calculates just your normal, like your body just burning calories, and your active calories are your movements. So I typically just go with the active calories, but today we're gonna measure both and see how many I burn based on my Apple Watch. So far it says I've been active for 52 minutes. Oh, that's why. I was like, man, I only did 44 minutes. Oh, I always warm up before getting on the bike. So in the bike, I'll kind of like just play around with my phone just to warm up my legs. I don't put it on my watch. So that's where the 52 comes in. All right, so let's get all these circles done. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay, so here are my circles, and the goal is to try to close them all. I've already closed down my activity goal, which is supposed to be 30 minutes. I don't know if I can change that or not. So the next goal is to reach 750 calories. And then the other goal is to stand for 12 hours. Like, so it'll be like standing up for some time. I don't know how long it is, but you have to stand every hour. So.
Yeah, just want you to get up every hour. It's not time.
Okay, so we'll do that as well. So let's get these goals. Today it is my high carb day, and I actually don't want my typical rice cakes and oatmeal for breakfast. So I'm kind of debating.
For real?
Yeah.
Do you want a burger?
No, I can't have a burger today because it has high fats. So I have my burgers on my low carb days.
Oh, that's just your own. The bread is just your only bread that day.
Yeah, I only have one meal with carbs that day. So today I just have a lot of carbs. I just don't have high fats. So I typically, for my carbs, and I have a video already made with this, it's like oatmeal, rice. What else do I have? Cereal. potatoes. So,
Potatoes.
huh?
You eat potatoes.
I have, we have sweet potato fries. I made this last time.
Yeah,
I might have that for my next meal. So I don't know what I'm gonna have. Not really in the mood for eating either, which is surprising. It's not surprising. It always happens whenever I do my cardio. I'm always like not hungry. I'm like, whatever. All right, let's eat. I'll figure it out. I'll show you guys. I decided to go with Sara Lee's bagels because this is the same amount of carbs that I would normally eat for my first meal. And I don't remember the last time I had a bagel, so why not? The only problem is I won't be able to eat it with cream cheese because there's no cream cheese. So I have to deal with just sugar-free jelly. But it's okay, it's different. So I was either gonna eat this or rice cakes with jelly. But I eat rice cakes with jelly every day and I prefer them with peanut butter, and I have those tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Rice cakes tomorrow. Tomorrow I eat them with peanut butter.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my cardio. I'm gonna do my training. I have about 2 hours before I have to go do work, and I have my social media course that I teach today, so that's about an hour, 2 hours depending. So after that, I'm done with that, I'll probably go and do my hike with Froyo, but I definitely need to start getting my activity going so like that I can get everything done today. So today for the plan is to do legs. It's crazy. I attempted to do legs yesterday and I had a bunch of anxiety going on. So I was able to do like maybe like 30 minutes. My legs were feeling really, really tight. So I spent the rest of the time just stretching. Since it's crazy, like I'm quote unquote on prep, but I don't have any shows coming up until like maybe like 10 weeks. And that is if the shows go through. So, you know, like right now my priority is my recovery, being in shape and, you know, like getting to my goals, but I obviously don't want to hurt myself to getting there. So if I need to take an extra rest day or if I need to, you know, worry about my rehab, then that's what I'm gonna do. Because there's no point in me killing myself for a show that's not even there. 1 and 2, like I'd rather be healthy and be able to keep pushing and keep on seeing the changes that I'm seeing, which I'm extremely excited about, and that's going to be my next video as well with my progress. So without further ado, let's get this workout going. We're about to get started. So what I typically do is I'll go on the little man that's right here for running, and then what I choose, let me just finish this one done. I'm gonna go ahead and choose strength training as my option. And I'll show you guys how long my workout takes and how many calories I burn at the end. seconds to be exact. 35 seconds to be exact. Whew, okay, so I just got done with the whole training. That training was, let's see, 309 calories active. Total calories were 417, and it's pretty crazy because a normal leg day for that amount of time at a gym, it would have minimum been like 350 calories, minimum. You know, I typically try to shoot for that 400, but the fact that, you know, like, and this is something that people don't realize, but, you know, when things are so close together, like all of my machines are like here, like literally like within like 3 feet away, you're not gonna burn as many calories. And then same thing, like it doesn't get as hot here as it does at the gym, so I don't burn as many calories in that sense either. But, you know, I try to shoot for as much as I can. And, you know, like it is what it is. Like I was a little frustrated the first couple days that I was quarantined and I got my gym, and I'm like, man, I'm not burning enough calories, but it is what it is. And another thing too is like I have been getting leaner. So once you become, like your body fat goes down, you weigh less, you'll burn less calories. So for example, like it's funny because I'll work out, do my cardio, and you know, Joe will only do like the hike with me and he'll still burn more calories than I do for the day. And it also has to do with the person, their heart rate, their conditioning. So I'm pretty conditioned. My heart rate doesn't ever go super high. Like my heart rate here was an average of 100. The lowest was 61. So I've had days where I've been here and like my heart rate doesn't go over 40. So sometimes it's hard for me to bring that heart rate up, but you know, I have to realize that it's okay. And you know, I just have to keep on pushing and, you know, not really focus on the number as it was like, oh, I need to burn these calories, but more of like a benchmark of like, okay, this is how much I've done, this is how much I've been putting into work, and kind of like average it out with the other days that are similar to these. So normally, this is a lot of calories for me normally. Like I typically burn around 200 calories for the hour. My typical workouts are between an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. And today I really wanted to push a little harder. I was feeling really good. Like that bagel really gave me energy. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so let's go ahead. It's 2:34. I've burned 746 calories. It says 141 minutes of activity, and I've stood up for 5 out of the 12 hours. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I'm gonna go do the class that I teach, and then we're gonna go on our little 40-minute hike, and then we'll see where my calories are at. Let's see how many I can burn, and then later on I'll talk about what my average is normally. So today I've been burning a good amount of calories. The running really burns a lot, and I typically I'm not allowed to run every day. I run like every other day, and I've actually only ran just like the first time this week. So yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and eat. I'm hungry. So people are always asking me, hey Steph, like how do you not have cravings? How do you not have a cheat meal? Like my last cheat meal was the one that you guys last saw, and it was like about a week ago, and I'm honestly not really craving another cheat meal. Like if he gives me one, I'll eat something, but it's like one of those things that I don't really care for them that much. And the reason why is because I practice more of a flexible dieting. One, I really love my food, and two, I incorporate a little bit of flexible dieting on, you know, on days that I'm like, oh, you know, I could have a little more, and I play around with my food. So for example, here you guys can see I did sweet potato fries, I did vegetables, I did chicken, and I have my sugar-free barbecue sauce. Ooh. So it's pretty much like if I went to a barbecue joint, and it's delicious, and I love it. And I have, you know, and it feels good when I eat this because I'm like, oh, it's within my plan, it's within my progress, within my calories, and I'm happy about it. And it's delicious. So if you are struggling with your diet, especially right now too, like I have my show like not till I don't know when. So, you know, I'm kind of just in limbo at the moment. So until things are clear, I can pretty much play around with my foods a little bit, still within my calories, and I'm still going to see results. Once I do get closer to the show, or, you know, the shows get lined up, like 4 weeks out, I start like really hammering it in, you know, only tilapia, only certain vegetables, only certain things, just because I know that that's what's going to get me to that next level. But at this moment, I'm like, let me enjoy myself. And once again, it's within my calories. Froyo, are you ready for the walk? She's so cute. Just look at her. Oh my goodness. So it is, I don't even know what time it is. 4:45. And we are about to go do our steady state cardio, which always involves Froyo and giving her a nice little walk because, you know, she's stuck in this big old house and it's not enough for her. She's too big for the house either way. So we're gonna go ahead and walk for 30-40 minutes. We'll see how many calories I burn. I'm at 786 at the moment. So let's see if I can hit 1,000 today. Then I have to come back, cook all of my fish tilapia that I bought. So that's actually probably gonna burn some calories doing that just because I'm standing. And yeah, then what else do I have to do today? To post my YouTube video. I have to finish filming this one for you guys and then watch some TV and relax. And then for shows, we've been watching Westworld and then Madam Secretary. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. I really liked Ozark and You and then Sinner. Yeah, those have been my favorite ones on Netflix. So I'm kind of looking for suggestions. So if there's any shows that you've liked that are not extremely sci-fi, you should comment below and let me know so that I can watch. Thanks. On our walk this afternoon, so it is 5:10, and all the trails are actually closed, all the city trails, which is really sad. But it's funny because the state park is open and is completely filled with people, and you know, like, you start to wonder, it's like, why do they close off all of the city trails and open up the state one? And
It just concentrates the people more.
It just concentrates the people more. So it makes no sense. Where here, you know, if you have so many trails open, there's more people to scatter around.
I mean, it makes sense why it happened because, like, there are two different regulating bodies that make those decisions, but they should communicate better on that regard.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was more probably because of, like, the rangers or something like that. They didn't have enough people to kind of like oversee everything.
Not necessarily. It's a state park. They're gonna, like, if the governor issues, or I don't know if the governor in charge of it, but whoever's in charge of the state parks, it's a different group of people than who's in charge of the county regulations. So, like, the city, etc. Like, Chino Hills, the city, the mayor can close down his parks without the governor or whoever who are mandating it. But he doesn't have control over the state park, so he can't do anything about those.
I see. Well, anyway, so we're here on the sidewalks, and obviously Froyo and Joey need to do their walks daily, and I do too. So we are 13 minutes in. We're probably just gonna walk another 6 minutes out and then come back. We just made it back. We did a total of 40 minutes, and I can actually show you with this camera. So, 40 minutes. We did really slow. So 2 miles, 19-minute pace, 141 calories active, 190 total calories, and a heart rate of 87. It's kind of chilly out. I believe I can tell you, yeah, 60 degrees. Feels a little chillier than that, but it's also like super gloomy. But that is all the activities for me for today. It is 5:39. I still have to do cooking and stuff, so I'll show you guys what the total calories are by the end of the day. Okay, so it is the next day, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over my circles and all the calories that I burnt yesterday, and pretty much I wore the watch all the way till, I believe, 10:30. It did die for a good like 30 minutes while I was cooking. I'm like, crap, I'm not gonna get these steps, but it's okay. So let's talk about what happened. So yesterday I burned a total of 1,012 calories. My goal was 750, and that's just a goal that I always I think it was just based on the phone, or maybe I set it up. I don't know. So I did 1,000. of my move goals, and I did 181 minutes of activity, so moving around, walking up and down the stairs. So it counts for just movement in general, even if you don't track it. So let's say I go on the bicycle and I just decide to start pedaling without like setting it, like the watch knows that I'm doing some kind of activity just by my movements. I do have stairs, so going up and down, I did a lot of that yesterday. So, and before I get to my steps, I stood for 11 hours out of the 12 hours. I was standing pretty much the whole time that I was cooking, so I should have accounted for that too. That ring should have been closed, as you guys can see, but it didn't. So, but it's okay. I did a total of 10,995 steps with a distance of 6.4 miles, and that counted for the walking around the house, for the walk that we did with Froyo and Joey, with the walking around the house, and the mile, like I believe it's 2.5 miles that I ran. Here we go. So I did and then the flights climbed 18. I don't know how that determines that, because definitely did not climb 18 flights with my house. So the outdoor walk, we did 2 miles, and it was a total of 40 minutes, so 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. Typically when I walk with Joe, we walk a little bit slower. As you guys know, and you guys have seen on the other videos, Joe has a lot of injuries. One of them happens to be his knee and his hip and his ankle, all on the right side.
It doesn't really bother me when I walk.
It doesn't bother you when you walk?
My hip, no, it's my knee.
Just your knee. Just his knee hurts.
Uneven squats and stuff.
Gotcha. So his knee kind of bothers him, especially since we're going up and downhill, and the downhill really affects him. So, you know, we have to take it slower. If it's just me and Froyo, we're literally booking it, where, as you guys can see here, oh, it doesn't tell me yeah, my average pace was 19:14. Typically when I'm with Froyo by myself, it's like 15 or 16, and that's us like really booking it. We're like, so it's okay, you know. I like the fact that I can still walk with, like, so this trail that we did right here, it typically takes us 30 minutes for me and Froyo, and with Joey it takes us an extra 10 minutes, but it's okay, you know. We get to enjoy each other, we still burn the calories, and we still get our steps in, so that I'm happy about that, and I still get my other cardio done. So let's go back. That was the walk. That was the last thing we did. The strength training was 309 calories. It was an hour and a half that I did. I burned a total calories of 417, and my average heart rate was 99 beats per minute. I should have done this backwards, but it's okay. Outdoor run. Let's see here. We did 20 minutes of the outdoor run, 2.44 miles, 216 active calories, and 241 total calories. Always when I run, I burn the most calories, and that's because, if you guys notice, the average heart rate is 167. So yeah, so this run was actually pretty good, I believe. Let's see the splits. 8-minute miles, and then I don't know why the second mile was a lot slower. I felt like I was going a lot faster. So it is what it is, whatever. My goal right now is, you know, I always set little goals for different things that I do. So for my mile, I really want to, for these 2 miles, I really want to try to get them under 8 minutes. So I want to try to see if I can get that under for both mile 1 and mile 2. I'm pretty close on mile 1, and I don't know what happened on mile 2 that I got extremely slow. So yeah, so running, I always burn the most. Then we got the indoor cycle. As you guys noticed, like, it's only 158 calories for 24 minutes, and that's me booking it. My heart rate it gets really hard for me to bring up my heart rate during the time that I'm doing my cycle. But I noticed the reason why I do the bike is because, one, it's indoors, it might be raining outside or whatever, and it's a lot easier because it's just in here. But I do notice a huge difference in my physique once I do include sprints. Even though my heart rate can't get as high on the bike, I do notice a lot more definition on my legs. Things are getting tighter. I am burning a lot of fat. And, you know, sometimes you can't take the watch all for granted. You have to kind of, like, you know, it's difficult. And I'm doing all the sprints, I'm doing everything, and I know I'm burning. So let's see. So that was it. Let's go ahead and talk about, let me see, does it tell me? No. Oh, I wanted to know my, okay, oh, I guess here it is. So my total calories for yesterday were 2,499. And my move calories were 112. So once again, I kind of wanted to see where I'm at. And I'm going to actually set this up as a goal for next time. So next time that I have a cheat meal, I am going to try to shoot for, I've never done this. So this will be a day that I have to wake up really early and it's going to be all cardio. So I want to double it. So I want to do 5,000 calories, total calories, and 2,000 move calories. Could I do it? I don't know. That sounds pretty difficult, but I am up for the challenge. Have you guys tried this? Let me know below. And if you guys really do want to see how if I actually can take this challenge, let me know. I definitely will be doing a lot more running for sure to try to get for all those calories. But, and one last thing that I want to mention is with all of this, like, yesterday was actually one of the highest days of me burning calories. Like if we just go back to the day before, like it was 791 calories. And then the day before that, we had 675. I know I timed this one off a little bit earlier. If we go back to Wednesday, 849. So I typically don't ever get to the thousands. Usually whenever I am at the gym and, you know, moving around and using different machines, I will burn a bit more calories, and I will hit that 1,000 calories every time. But ever since I've been in quarantine, it's been hard for me to hit that 1,000. So, and I did it because I was doing legs, I did running, and yeah, so I walked around a lot. So, yeah. So anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to know how many, like if you guys have an Apple Watch, how many calories you burn. So let me know below how many calories you burn and how much time you guys usually spend on exercising. And I'll see you guys on the next one for a complete physique check and my goals for next couple weeks. Love you guys. Bye.